What I really wanted to talk about here today is I want to respond to the questions that I've gotten on these surveys. Like, thank you so much, everyone, for completing these surveys. It's given me such a great sense of what I need to teach or how I need to structure classes to help you finish your damn script. The Dream Unlock Coaching, of which I'm the founder, Avery Yvette Thompson, is really designed, it's a boutique coaching. So it is designed to serve you. So I build classes based on what you ask me you want to learn. This is not just, oh, I think you should learn this. So if I don't have your feedback, I can't build free classes, free video tutorials, blog posts, newsletters, all of which you can sign up for at the Dream Unlocked, all one word, thedreamunlocked.com. And you will get free newsletters every month. And you will get video tutorials once a week. And it's a lot of exciting things going on. And a free invitation to our private Facebook group where people are interacting and talking about what they're struggling with as writers and getting feedback. The survey, if you want to fill it out and I answer your question directly, you can do that too. You can email me at AprilYvetteThompsonCoaching@gmail.com. You can go to thedreamunlocked.com. I'll leave the links here. And you can sign up. And when you sign up, you'll get a welcome letter. And you can always respond to every newsletter you get from me with questions. We're always there. If you go to thedreamunlocked.com, there is a link at the top of the page that says, got questions? Email us. We are always open and available to responding, and we will get back to you within 24 hours with whatever your questions were. I had a great conversation with Mike the other day. He responded to one of my emails about something he was struggling with his script, that he really couldn't move towards the climax properly. And I was like, well, have you looked at your inciting incident? And he was like, I think it's strong. I was like, well, track back. Look at the inciting incident, and then say to me, and the inciting incident in this case is, what starts your story being told? What is the moment before the first line of your story? And a great example of this is procedural dramas like Law and Order, NCIS, even Grey's Anatomy. All the hour-long dramas have a formula. Even Bull on CBS, which I just got started on. All of these series have a formula, right? Because guess what? They got an hour that they're on TV, right? 25 minutes of that is commercials. So if somebody died, you have exactly 4 seconds after the commercial break, somebody's got to come back. You've got to sustain the climax. You've got to sustain the, oh my God, what's going to happen next? And what if somebody just joined the show? Every time a character speaks in a procedural drama, you have to pull them back into the story. You don't have a lot of time. 35 minutes is not a lot of time, especially when you have commercial breaks. So this is something that all writers have to remember, right? We have a society where you have Netflix, Amazon, Hulu, on demand, thousands and thousands of content, thousands and thousands of channels where people can get content, right? If you don't capture them in the first 10 minutes, it's over, right? That's what the writer is dealing with. So the inciting incident has to be high stakes. It has to be something that I need to know the answer to. And knowing your inciting incident, the thing that's causing you to tell this story, answers one of the biggest questions that I keep getting over and over again. How do you get started? How do you get started? How do you get started? You get started by writing something that happened. It's actually really just that simple. What happened, right? When you go to Facebook and you're mad about something, first you tell people what happened. This man went ballistic on the Long Island Railroad, hurling racial slurs at this woman who was talking on the phone, but it wasn't the quiet car. That's the inciting incident. Now tell me what happened and why we're here today talking about it. Okay? I sent out an amazing how to get started exercise in my newsletters, which you should sign up for at thedreamunlocked.com. And these newsletters are full of exercises about how to get started. And one of them was Facebook. People tell me all the time, I want to write, I have a story, 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 I don't know where to start. How long have you been on Facebook today? How many posts have you commented on, liked? Why did you comment or like them? Why? Because they pissed you off. Because something happened. There was an inciting incident that you felt compelled to respond to with your own unique point of view. If it makes you laugh, if it makes you cry, if it makes you pissed off, it's action. It's a problem. It's a conflict that you care about. Write about it. I gave this exercise where I told people go to their wall on Facebook and then click on activity. In activity, you can see every comment you've ever made. You can see every like. You can see everything that you have interacted with on Facebook. You can see all of your comments in one place. If you cut and paste all of those comments into a piece of paper, a document, an email, you'd have at least 5 pages of writing. You've been writing. That's writing. Putting it together in a form. Is it going to be a solo show? Is it going to be stand-up? Is it going to be a web series? Is it going to be? That's irrelevant. When you start writing, don't worry about what it's going to be. Focus on writing. Don't ever edit. Edit is the reason people have writer's block. Writer's block is a fiction. I am here to tell you right now that writer's block is a fiction. And until you start dealing with writer's block as a fiction, it will continue to beat you. It doesn't exist because you're writing all the time. Writer's block means something is blocking me from writing. That's what writer's block means. What is the thing that's blocking you from writing if today you spent 40 minutes on social media writing? What is the thing that's keeping you from writing if you spent today sending out 15 emails to people you work with explaining what you need and what needs to be done? That's writing. Your grocery list, that's writing. Emailing your accountant saying, what the fuck is going on with my tax return this year? That's writing. That's a story. So now I'm going to dispense with writer's block. It actually doesn't exist because you're writing every single damn day. You're just not considering that writing. It is writing, right? When you feel strongly about something and you expressed an opinion or you have a problem that you need to solve, so you send somebody a letter, that's writing. That's writing. Cut and paste it. Put it all in one email. Put it all in one, document or something on your computer at the end of the day. Within all that text that you have spent today writing, because you've spent the day writing about things that you actually care about, are stories. There's tons of stories in there. It's tons. If you took all your social media posts, all your emails for the day, and just copied and pasted, don't edit them, just copy and paste them all into one document and go through it and say, okay, what keeps coming up here? I am pissed about this president. I am pissed about taxes. I am pissed about, take your pick, right? Whatever keeps coming up. That's the kernel of a story, right? Look at your post. What post do you respond to over and over again? Okay, I'm gonna tell you my dirty secret. I am not a cat lady, as my neighbor told me. I am a cat woman because cat women are hot, cat ladies aren't. I am a cat woman who feels very strongly about the community cats getting fed. I feel very strongly about cute cats giving opinions on social media, and people always send me posts. Don't judge me. This is my situation, okay? I love the cats. Anytime somebody points some cute shit out to me on social media, I got shit to say about the cat. And it's always a cat with attitude. It's always a cat. If you go to my page, April Yvette Thompson on Facebook, maybe I'll post it here so you guys can see it. It's a cat going, this is how I feel about this. And then things pop up. Money. And the cat goes, psh. Gossip. And the cat goes, psh. Bills. Psh. Bullshit. Psh. I love it, right? Okay, I'm going to share this with you guys, so stick around. Afterwards, I'm going to post it on the Badass Writers page. I could write ad nauseum about that cat. I watch that video 3 times a day. 3 times a day. I could write a monologue today about what that cat would be saying. That's writing. The key to getting over writer's block is just to write and don't worry about what you put down. Write down things you got an opinion about, and the rest will come later. For God's sakes, people spend thousands of dollars hiring editors. Mark Twain just sat around and talked, hired a secretary to record everything he said, and then at the end of the year, he looked at it, had her outline it, and then he looked at it and went, okay, there's the book. That's writing. Anything you feel strongly about, that's writing. Hi, Tony. Somebody got some questions? Okay, I'm trying to figure out how this thing works. Like if you ask me a question, how do I answer? Okay, cool. So send me a question, I'll answer. But the big one was about how you get started and about writer's block. And let me just say this, there is no writer's block because you're writing all the time. You're just not making yourself consciously aware of it because you think writing has to be, I have to go to this quiet place. And in this quiet place, things will come to me and the muse will speak to me and I will have amazing ideas. No, bitches. That's not how it works. Even Stephen King, if you read his book, and he's prolific, and I bring him up all the time because that motherfucker could write a book a minute. Okay, he be writing books. He was always writing, even before he was Stephen King. If you read his book on writing, he had 14 jobs, 4 kids, and a mortgage. He wrote all the time. He just jotted stuff down when he had a chance. But the most important thing that he says is every single day write something. Well, cut and paste. I want you to try this for a week. Cut and paste all of your emails, all of your comments on social media into one document. And then come back here a week from today and we'll have another writing class and you tell me what comes out. Now I have a great question from Tony. What about when you have too many ideas? Write them down. Don't worry about what they're going to be. The problem is you're worrying about what they're going to be instead of writing. Write down the ideas as they come to you. Say to yourself, today I ride on the train for exactly 12 minutes from my house to the gym. In that time, I'm going to write down everything that comes to me, or better yet, I don't care if people think you're crazy. I do it on the train. I turn on my recorder to Memo or iTalk, and I talk. This bitch across from me is singing out loud at the top of her lungs. And then I narrate how I'm feeling about that because I was actually trying to read a book and couldn't because this woman across from me is doing this. And then I jump to the next topic. The point is, I have said, for this 12 minutes that I'm on the train, I'm going to write down the first thing that comes to my head. When I do classes, when I do writers' retreats, they start as silent retreats. They start as silent classes. And the rule is, if you have something to say, write it down. What if you set a time for yourself? 5 minutes today. 5 minutes. Just 5 minutes. And everything that came into your head, you just wrote down. What would that be like? Or better yet, I love recording for people who feel like I don't have time to write, Record it. You don't have to go back and listen to recordings. At the end of the year, you go hire your cousin or the little kid that lives down the street from you or the really brainiac kid that lives downstairs to transcribe that for you, and that will be your writing. But for now, you don't have time. Mamas ain't got time. People with full jobs ain't got time. Actors on set ain't got time. You got time to respond on social media. You got time to record yourself. That's why writer's block doesn't exist, because you're writing all the time. You're just not keeping track of it, right? So find a moment. And the moment is usually when something has made you laugh out loud, something has been super funny, something has been super tragic, like somebody trying to kill themselves on the train. I was actually reading my friend Jessica Blank's post, and she was on the train trying to, work lines or whatever. And this woman saved this homeless man for trying to jump off the train, and she just wrote it on her Instagram. It's a gorgeous story. As things happen, record it, put it on social media, wherever. I don't care where you put it. And then ask someone to take all that content for you. If you know you're going to edit and judge yourself, ask the babysitter, give her $20 and ask her to cut and paste everything that you wrote and everything that you recorded into one document. We'll go ahead and outline it and turn it into whatever it's going to be later. I have an outline. I always tell folks, don't outline first. Let all your ideas get regurgitated onto the page. So there's no such thing as too many ideas, Tony. Just record them someplace. Write them down someplace. Put them all in one place and come back to them later. Or better yet, hire somebody to outline them for you. Because the outline that I have an outline for solo shows. I have an outline for screenplays. I have an outline for well-made multi-character plays. I got outlines. The outlining, that's what editors do. Writing is telling us what you think and what you feel. And what I love, what had happened, which is the inciting incident. The inciting incident is the thing that made you mad. It's the thing that happened that gave you an opinion that you had to express. It's the murder that happens before the credits start rolling on NCIS or Law and Order. It's the thing that makes you tell story. And every time you post on social media and you have an opinion about something and then you don't hold on to that somewhere, you've been writing and you just threw your writing away. That's your writing. We need to get out of this idea that writing is going someplace special and typing to the computer, right? Zora Neale Hurston has thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of stories. You know where she got those stories? Sitting outside of her little house in Florida. What is that? Evanston, Florida? I think I'm getting the name wrong. But there's pictures of her sitting in front of her little cottage, snapping peas into a bucket and talking to people. And she just recorded those stories. Brer Rabbit and all these amazing stories. They're amazing stories. That was just people sitting around, shucking corn, snapping peas, and preparing dinner. Story is how we communicate naturally. It's why you pay attention. I've told you at least 8 stories since we started here, and it's only been 17 minutes, right? If you allow yourself to speak your truth without judging it, and then you record that somewhere, that is writing. And that's how you start. You just take everything that you've been saying and doing, record it, cut and paste it, copy it, write it down, and put it all in one place.